Okay, everyone, I just had to do it. I had to do an oracle session on Erika Kirk or Erika Lane Francevay, her birth name. Um, and yeah, why do I want to do this? And look, I realize that probably just the few 10 or 12 people that watch my videos are not interested in this whole Charlie Kirk research investigation. Erika, I mean, how can you not be? I mean, this is the greatest event currently. I mean, I'm not against the war here. I'm not saying that's not a great event happening, but as far as waking, I don't mean great event. Oh, my words are not working for me today. But as a thing that's happening, this Charlie Kirk situation research is like all these YouTubers that are doing research and bringing these new revelations of truth about how this family is connected to this family and just digging and exposing the deep, dark underbelly where people may have been aware of it, but now they really see how insidious it has been all around. Like nothing, nobody, anybody who has had any power, they're all, I don't even have the words. I'm not a Lionel. I am not a Candace. I don't know how to express my utter cosmic rage and also disappointment for what is happening on this planet. But anyway, and these people that are not even people, they're not even pure humans, they're demonic and totally run by the ego. But anyway, they have no connection to their soul. Anyway, what is happening is it's really awakening many more people and crushing structures, and it's brilliant. How can you not be interested? Anyway, getting back to Erika. Wow. All I can say is wow. And also, I have to admit that I'm having that last week, I was beginning to feel a little bit of empathy. Just from like, yeah, just empathy. This is in no way, I'm not trying to apologize for Eric. I'm not trying to, what is the word? I keep losing the word that I need. Like, I'm not trying to explain away her actions, but all the talk, all the gossip, everything that's spewing from people's mouths. I mean, not that it's not true, but we're also demonizing the character. And I think from a cosmic perspective, or I guess, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus say? We, some of what we're saying is a little too hard hitting. And not only will it hurt other people, it hurts us. And it was kind of hurting my heart because when Candace was showing some of the earlier yearbook photos of her being the little tomboy, it just made me think, look, we all start off as innocent little children. Now, sure, we have overall life plans that we chose and lessons that we're here to learn, but we all start off so innocent. And I could just see this little innocent child, and she's really a cute little child. But then I had to investigate what the fuck happened to her. And it's really kind of tragic, but again, scripted into her life plan. This in looking at her soul contract based on her birth name. This is absolutely um, a spiritual initiation lifetime. Like this is a huge testing lifetime. What are you going to do with the circumstances that you're giving, that you're given? How are you going to, do you have enough of your own soul consciousness and will to say no to the external programming? And, yeah, so giving you a little tidbit, when I look at Erika's birth name, soul contract, it is absolutely a spiritual trial, test and trial to see which way is she going to go. And she's been hit hard. Um, and she hasn't, due to external forces, she hasn't been able to pull herself out of it yet. We'll see. Anyway, so overall life theme that I got for Erica, and look, I do these overall life themes or what's happening right now. I connect. I use the I Ching. I use many other sources. And I like to get an overall theme because when I get a hexagram and I go, oh, yes, this hexagram makes sense. Thank you. Thank you, Sage, blah, blah, blah. I go, okay, I know I'm tapped in. And whatever I'm going to tell you is not anything that you don't already know. Um, but I will say things that I've got. So I did this several days ago and I always hold off on things. And it's amazing how what I get gets confirmed by like Candace or somebody else the next day. So it's kind of wonderful. Anyway, so yeah, Erica's overall life theme right now that's happening, or yeah, or just her big overall life theme is that it's her expression into society. Like um it's about the mouth and her expression and in the negative in the shadow aspect, it's going to be obviously whatever comes out of her mouth is not going to be the truth. But at a higher level, and she's trying to express herself and trying to influence society for her own power. This is at the shadow level. If she was, choosing another path, she could have great influence and she would be adored. But now she's facing opinions and judgment from society based on her lack of integrity of what comes out of her mouth. That's one aspect of the theme. When we go up to the higher level, that's the big archetypal theme that she is embodying is not having any access to her soul, which is what I got in the oracle session, and being totally consumed by the ego, external conditionings by the collective ego, and being totally consumed by look at me. I need affirmation and confirmation from the outside world to tell me they love me, that I'm here, that I exist. I want to be number one. It's called Tower in the Air, the number 12 in Hebrew. And she's building this big tower in the air. I'm going to achieve this and build this and build this and build this. But it's all ego looking for confirmation for itself, looking for love in achievements. And it's all about image. And and she is not surprisingly not that interested in power and money. That's what I got in the oracle session. It's all about image. Please confirm me, love me, tell me I'm number one. And she will do whatever it takes using her sexuality, whatever, to get there. That is her overall life theme. And I feel like that was deeply programmed into her, obviously, by her mother, Lori. Um, Let me see. And I'll tell you, yeah, so I said earlier, her overall life. So what happened when I was doing the Oracle session and like, what happened to this child? Um, it was really Lori that broke her heart. She didn't get any of this loving, nurturing, like in a real, good sense. Lori just programmed her to be a commodity, to be a product, and to be something other than what she was. And she has karmic sevens in her spiritual and emotional aspect in her soul contract. And that right there broke her. It broke her ability to reach her heart, and feelings and emotions, which is connected to the soul. Um, so having her ability to have any emotion has been totally crushed, and any feeling crushed because of Lori's influence, and breaking her kind of heart in a way, and telling her, Erica, this tomboy whatever thing that you want to do is not going to work in the world. You've got to be this. that also shattered Erika. Okay. So now Erika has built up this false personality with no emotion, false ego, and just looking to be confirmed out in the world by external sources. Thank you, mommy dearest. Yeah. And and this is why when people look at her, particularly when she was doing all the interviews and the memorial, you just get this visceral something is not right here. I'm not seeing the truth here. And that's true because she was acting. Okay, I mean we know all this, but she's playing a part. And even people with karmic sevens that aren't in this deeply traumatized, you can feel that. There's like their true self and emotions that have been so crushed, but they give you a false, they don't even know they don't know they're doing it. Their mind has been so corrupted, they don't know. But all you can feel is lie, lie, lie. You're not telling me the truth. They're great actors and actresses, but it is quite tragic. Okay, I think that's all I need to say. But regardless, looking at her soul contract, she will be devoted to the mother no matter what. And like I said, this lifetime it was a spiritual test, and so far, not so good. And I do want to say, um, in her physical karma, like her outer circumstances, what's going to happen? She's going to have this kind of mind. It's the karmic 20 that in a healthy sense, this would be degrees of movement where you're able to listen to others. If you have an argument with somebody, you're like, oh, okay. Oh, you might be right. Okay, no problem. There's this fluidity, right? But she's been programmed since a child to have a particular rigid construct about life and also in a religious way or perhaps an occult way. And she literally is boxed in. Her mind is so boxed in that she can't, like, if she were to have an argument, like, oh, for example, a thing with her father, which I found in the Oracle session, if you have an argument with her, she will hold it against you for your entire life. There will be no, mm, she will take no responsibility for anything that she's done. She's so, when I feel her mind, I can feel this, and she can't even see any other reality but what's going on in that box of hers. And so she will never take responsibility for anything. She will never say, I'm sorry. In fact, she almost doesn't even know she's doing it. And that's another thing that I got in there. Anyway, so let's get on with the Oracle session because I've bored you enough. I know. Okay. I'm going to pause this because I need some water.